here comes my first 2 mile race, of this year, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, going to this race, I feel a bit rusty, but the weather was nicer and cooler, so yeah, this is one of those, this is where, I haven't run for a while, and yeah, I know my time's gonna suck eventually, but it's okay. I just need more practice and I need to train my body, to become better. So obviously, when you run the 2 miles, obviously it's 18 meters behind the line plus 8 laps, right? So it's 18 meters. Of course, just double your mile, right? Mile's only like just a bit over 9 meters, behind the line. So as I was just trying, go for like around 10:40, 10:50-ish. So yeah, just based on my mile time. My mile time is just right under 5 minutes, right? And let's see, what I go through here. As you see, I'm just recording and doing the same exact way as I did for a mile. So, oh, that's not me. So just wait for it. Okay, so going through, 125 at a 409 meters. So that means I ran at like a 122, has low start, But yeah, of course I'm running, significantly slower because I'm running, twice the amount of distance, right? I remember, like by just not running, faster than like 1 mile distance, it's just really hard, to run at a really high pace. So I say 2 miles and 5Ks are like one of the toughest, challenge, when it comes to pacing. It's like really hard. I think anything longer than that, I can like run, hard and comfortably, for a long time. So yeah, I did run, much longer races than, 1 mile solo by myself. I did a 10 miles and I just got around like 59 something. So 59, 19 minutes. So I'm probably not that shape, Yeah, I did lost a little bit of fitness, but I've been being consistency, so it's all right, man. So here's the quarterway mark, the 809 meters. Let's see what I gone through. So I got through around 245. So yeah, just a 120. So I sped up this lap. Obviously, I just looked down my watch. I mean, yeah, I've been holding my phone every time I run, you notice that, but I think in the future I'm just probably gonna stop, right? Because it's probably hindering my performance a little bit. You need your arms to swing, wide and all stuff. But yeah, I should just glance my watch to see, like what type of lap and split. But there's just one particular problem in me is that I keep worrying about my paces, right? If I don't hit certain paces or if I fall behind, then I just, give up and all that stuff. But I should just, finish the race, even though if I know I'm gonna have a bad time or if I didn't meet the goal time that I wanted. So have to practice, being a little more, mentally tough and become uncomfortable so my body can adapt, the next time I run the distance. I mean, yeah, of course, when you haven't done things for a while, you're just gonna get rusty and like weeks practice to do this, the minute you been more practice, like a few weeks, then you're gonna get better. So as a guarantee. And I know I'm gonna shave off 10 to 15 seconds, pretty damn easily. I can tell that, my body's not used to this, impact, this long. I just ran through the third lap around 4:07, so that was another, almost a 122 lap again. Yeah, the same exact pace, that I was holding probably, for like for 5K, just right before we went to the new year. So this 2026. Yeah, I was like running like 121, 122, but yeah, I haven't run the 5K in a while, so my body's just a little bit unfamiliar. So here, guys, yeah, in just about 20, 30 seconds, I'm gonna about to pass a mile. Let's see what I come through. So I just took a screenshot of like how far I run, how many minutes, but I think it was a mile and 9 meters. I ran a time of 5:20. So I mean I probably went through a mile in around like 5:27. So yeah, let's not talk about my time, until you retell the video. So yeah, 5:28. So that means yeah, the mile is like 9 meters back the line. So yeah, it's gotta be around 5:27. To be honest with you, just based on your calculations, because each 9 meters is about like 1 or 2 seconds, more. So okay, another just 121, 122 lap. But yeah, the 2 mile is just very similar like the 1 mile, except it's just much more endurance. You're gonna probably gonna slow around like mile lap 5 or 6, and then your fastest lap's gonna be like either your seventh or eighth one. I'm very good, when it comes to like the last quarter of the race. Like I just sped up to the end, just like a mile. So nothing, too particular. Okay, let's see. So yeah, my average lap is just around like 121 to 120s. So yeah, just a little bit slower than the 520 pace. Okay, so I just went through the fifth lap around 6:51. So that means I've gone to the 2K around like 6:48 or 6:47. So yeah, I did. I mean, this is probably my slowest lap, and then I just pick it a little bit faster, around the sixth lap. Let's see what I gone through here. So yeah, I remember, last year, I remember I had this situation, where my endurance is kind of not good. I remember I ran like a 5:05 mile, and then, I ran an all-out 2 mile and gotten like over 11 minutes. It was 11:08, 11:09. But I promise you, like this, I haven't practiced 2 miles like running hard in a while, and it was still significantly faster than, that I did before. So I gotta be proud of that. Should not feel discouraged, because I definitely ran at least 20 seconds faster than last time, being in the same situation. I'm talking about 6 months ago. When I was trying to attempt my 5 mile, PR, finally just break curse of never breaking sub 550 for 5 miles. So, okay, so I went through the sixth lap, in around 8:12, 50. So I did pick up the pace slightly, man, but it's pretty much the same. Now, I'm like taking off, the last 2 laps. So yeah, the 1.5 mile mark. I think I say that, the goal for this year is for me, to break a 10:20 by the end of this year. And I'm probably nowhere near close to that, right? As you see, I just hit around 8:12. That means I gotta run like super fast, like, I don't know, 220, 210s just to get 10:20. It's not happening, man. I literally have to sprint. But yeah, I'm not going for that time. I'm going around like sub 10:50. Now I know I cannot sub 10:40, because or else you have to go around the 1.5 mile around like 8 minutes. So yeah, mine's a little over 10 seconds slower than 8 minutes. Over. Okay, right around this time I'm about to pass, the final lap of the 2 miles. So here it is. I just went around just at 9:31. Yeah. So that means if I have to run another 120, like but then, I'm just a sprint. Like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna run a sub 120. This one was a sub 119, just under. But so that means I'm probably gonna finish around like 10:50ish or something like that. So yeah, so my average pace, Okay, so now, this video's about to end, I'll tell you my final time. My final, 2 mile run is 10 minutes and 48 seconds. I'm like, that's not too bad, for a sub 5 minute miler, that does not try 2 miles, in a while and feel, rusted. Even though, the weather is very ideal. It's 50 degrees outside, so yeah, I know it was hot, but then, my body still have a little bit, stress from the heat. Besides, I'm gonna run with my new shoe. My this shoe is getting kind of old now, so I need a new shoe to run if I really want to run fast and maximize my performance. So it wasn't too bad. Still sub a 1050, right? I mean, for people who have run well, who's in my fitness, could not even break a